welcome to our Kitchen Chronicles. As you know, today we traveled to Spain. So this afternoon we're going to make one of their favorite desserts called a churro. We're going to design it and we're going to bake it and we're going to eat it and eat it and enjoy ourselves. So Mary, she's going to explain the process of baking because you guys know I'm not a baker. So Mary, take it away.
Well, this is a very simple way to make a homemade churro. So we are going to just take a regular cinnamon roll, and these cinnamon rolls, we're going to take them out of the shape of the cinnamon roll, and we are going to shape them however we want to shape them. Traditionally, a churro is long, so you can make your churro as long as you want, or you can make two small ones, however you want. And we're going to put them on a pan. They've already got a little cinnamon on them. And then once they're baked, they'll be crispy. And if you want, we can have a glaze put on them, or you can just eat them without the glaze. You could have just a regular plain churro. So these are going to be our homemade churro Chateau Madeleine way. So
yeah. And if you guys are wondering why we have on hats, remember we just traveled to Spain. All the girls feel fabulous in Spain. We all look fabulous. Correct, ladies?
Yes. Yes.
Baking class. All right, so thank you guys. Get ready. What'd you say, Barbie?
Twilight Zone.
Twilight. Enjoy. So good afternoon, ladies. Good afternoon. As you all know, today we traveled to Spain. What a beautiful, beautiful country. And you're probably wondering, why do they have on hats? Why do they have on aprons? Why do they have on gloves? Well, we're baking. We're baking a famous, delicious dessert that comes from Spain. A churro. Who would have thought? We are making churros. You guys know I'm not a good baker, but beautiful Mary is. So Mary's going to give us the instructions and the directions to transform this wonderful dessert. Take it away, Mary.
Well, today, has anybody had a authentic churro from Mexico or Spain?
No.
Well, sometimes you can find them in the store and such. And so what I thought would be a good idea today for everybody, just to get a little familiar with it, is we're just going to make our own Chateau Madeleine churro. And we're going to use our own imaginations on how we think they're going to look. Has anybody seen them before?
No.
Okay, so that's even more fun. So we're going to see what we think our churros would look like. So we're going to just use the basic can of the cinnamon rolls from Pillsbury, and we're going to take apart a piece of the cinnamon roll, and they're going to look like pieces like this. You can cut them, and we are going to, you can cut them as whatever length that you would like. You can twist them if you think your churro might want to be twisted, whatever you want to do. I will give you a little hint that most churros are straight, but if you want to use your imagination, that would even be more fun. And then we're going to bake these, and we have a topping. We'll have a little frosting if you choose to do that. Otherwise, we are going to bake these churros till they're nice and crisp. So you'll have a kind of a doughy inside with a crisp outside. And so I've bought enough that we will have plenty for anybody that wants to get their hands in this and start making their own churros. Feel free. Like I said, we got a lot for everybody, and this will just be fun to just use your imagination. You can twist the churro. You can just make it straight. You can make them short. You can make a circle, whatever you want to do. You just have fun with it, okay? That's why we're here, to have fun making our homemade churros, okay?
Okay, ladies, so with that being said, we all look beautiful with our hats on because we are baking with class and baking with hats because we are beautiful bakers. So get ready, ladies. Let's make these churros.
All right, I'm ready.
Well, she decided that she wanted me to help her out. So I'm gonna sit here and help her. Jareen, I'm hanging out with you guys over here. I know it, we're hanging out. And I'm gonna go ahead and help.
Do we have anybody to hang out for us?
I
So
do.
we sure do. There, you're gonna shape your churro.
Stop. Okay, so I'm hanging out with Angela and Jareen. And the ladies are sitting here relaxed, and I'm just gonna help them start on theirs over here. So we're gonna take this part like this, Jareen. Right, Angela? Just like that. Okay, Jareen? You see that? Is that the way you used to do it? Okay, I'm listening to Jareen. We're gonna stretch it out. And I think we got our first one, Jareen. What do you say, Jareen? How did I do? All right, Angela, how did I do? I did okay? All right, so I got the approval of Jareen and Angela. I'm a happy camper. Thank you, ladies.
Okay, you gotta lift these fingers up. Can you see this right here? Can you see that piece of dough? Well, I'm gonna help you, okay? We're just gonna cut that.
My hands are spread it out.
And I think what would be really nice is if we cut them into 2 or 3 pieces and we kind of twist it them. Sometimes you'll see it twisted.
I don't think that's what they want.
Baby.
I know, but they probably want to spread it out because it's gonna puff up.
Okay.
Okay, honey.
Fabulous job here. She's cut these into bite-sized pieces. Very nice. I like your churros. And I'm going to add a couple that Juanita did, and she made little spirals on those.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah. She kind of just stretched it out. Yeah. Oh, lovely. Yep. We've got a couple more down here. We can put these. We'll fill this pan up. And I'm going to get Helga one.
I got another whole pan here.
Okay, so you can cut. Yep, you can cut that if you want, or just roll them up. Those look lovely. Doing a wonderful job. And Helga, let's not forget you over here. We're going to take and let's cut this into 3 pieces. Look at that.
Shirley, who would have thought?
I knew Shirley was a baker. I knew she was.
And a beautiful baker at that.
She's a happy baker,
Got a
isn't
hat
she?
on, got a pretty smile. My goodness, you can bake for me any day, Shirley.
Oh, sure, okay.
There we go. We're going to just make a spiral on that one, okay? We're just going to twist those. Going to stretch them, Helga. We're just going to twist them a little.
Where's yours?
Are you here?
We're going to call our show The Beautiful Bakers of Chateau. The Beautiful Bakers. We don't get any more beautiful than this table of ladies, I'll tell you. So the beautiful churros were, there's some still in the oven, but these all came out. They're all done. They're beautiful. Look at how delicious that looks. And again, we have some that were just going to be in a straight line. We have some that were twisted. So they're beautiful. I have lots of our frosting. And if you choose, I'm going to give everybody a churro. And you can take a knife and you can dip it in and, you know, take a little bit of the frosting on the churro, or you don't have to have the frosting. You can do whatever you want with that. So we have lots of these. So if you eat one and you would like a second, don't hesitate. We have lots, and they're very crunchy on the outside.
Now you eat.
Okay.
You gotta eat one.
Oh, I will. I'll have one, but
on the camera.
Okay, so everybody has had a churro. What do you think of the churro? What do you think of what you're eating? Tasty, good? Wonderful. Oh, we've got good remarks. Good, isn't it, Angela? Angela is on her second. Wonderful. And this is Helga's second. I'm going to give one to Helga for your second. And Juanita's eating away. Nora already ate hers. So I think this was a real hit. And it was not a hard dessert to make. And everybody got to make it how they thought a churro looked. Some made them look like donuts. Some made them look like a long, long braided stick. They were really pretty. So thank you, ladies. I'm glad you enjoyed it, and it was a wonderful trip to Spain today.
Still waiting for a picture when you put that in your mouth.
So anytime you guys think about churros, we always are going to remember our trip to Spain.
Yes.
Churros in Spain. So
Tangy.
on this note, we're going to end it with Mary taking a bite out of that famous churro.
Tangy.
Famous Amos.
Tangy, I got one here for you.
No,
too.
Mary, I think you should go ahead. Oh, man.
Here we go.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Nothing like going to Spain with an old pal and enjoying a churro. Cheers to us, Mary. Cheers.
Don't make believe. Eat the damn thing.
I gotta talk to Tangy. So what did you think of the churro that is one of the wonderful desserts of Spain?
I thought the churro was amazing. We haven't tasted yet, but I think I'm gonna taste it, Mary. You know, it's nothing like going to Spain with an old pal, Mary. And I think we're gonna eat this churro together. We're old pals. You ready, Mary? All right.
You first.
Cheers to old pals in Spain. Cheers. Cheers.
Not bad, Mary. Great, not bad.
Look out. I found a bacon crew.
It's break time. Come on, Barbie. Get it all down. You can do it. Cheers.
What you got, Shirley? I found a bacon crew. I found them.
We've eaten all of our supplies.
It's in the ankles. It's definitely in the ankles. Jareen, what you got?
Shake that bowl, Jareen.
Shake it up, Jareen.
Up in there.
Shake it up. All right. And we got Angela. Angela said, go take it out the oven. Take it out, Angela.
Come on.
Okay, Grace, what you got, Grace? Oh, boy. Grace getting the muffins out. All right. And that's our bacon crew, guys. I caught them in the act.
Oh, we forgot this. We gotta hold this.
We got to show where we've been today.
Where'd we go today, Angela? Where'd we go? To Spain. Thank you. You wanna hold that up? We went to beautiful
Turn it
Spain.
around. No, turn it the other way.
Here we go.
We got a lot of bosses in this kitchen.
We sure do. There you go.
All
Went
right.
to Spain. Yeah. Good
Don't
job.
bend it.
I finished out our afternoon. What we're gonna do to finish out our afternoon with the ladies, as we have all sat and enjoyed some nice, friendly conversation, we're gonna play Simon Says. And let's see who Simon can catch off guard, okay? So, everybody's playing, so here we go. Simon says to raise your hat. Wave it in the air. Simon says wave it in the air. Simon says take it down. Take your hat down. Simon says take your hat down. Simon says put your hat in the center of your belly. Lift it up. Simon didn't say to lift it up. You're out, Ken. You're out. You're out. You're out. Out. My boss is out. Oh, Tandy, you need some practice at this game.
Me and Barbie don't need to be together.
Barbie didn't do it.
It wasn't her. It was me.
Yeah. Okay. So Nell, and Tangy and Grace, we're out.
We're out. We got it, Mary.
Okay.
Where are you out?
Okay. One more.
One
Okay.
more
Here we
try.
go. Those that are in, you can play. So Simon says, "Put your hat on."
Okay. I'm listening now.
Simon says, "Put your hands all the way down to your side." Simon says, "Take your hands and put on your hat." Lift that hat up. Simon did say, so lift it up. Okay, so you got it. Sorry, Barbie.
I'm not
Okay.
laughing at you, Barbie.
One
I'm laughing
more.
with you.
Simon says to wave your hat. Simon says, wave your hat. ahead and wave your hat. Simon says to bring your hat down to your knees. Simon says to put that hat on top of your head with one hand. One hand. Good job. Good job.
Didn't want to go there.
You got it, Shirley.
Abigail, you
Okay. Simon says to put that hat in front of your face.
Okay.
Simon says put your hat to the right side of your face.
Oh, okay.
Simon says to put your hat on the left side of the face. Raise that hat up.
Woo-hoo!
Simon did not say to raise your hat up.